All right, welcome to another episode of the Jurassic Wildlife Podcast. I'm so excited for this episode because we have our very first guest on today, and no, it's not Omnomlete, although he is very important. He's a very important part of this podcast. It is Summer from Sunshine Coast Snake Catchers, and I've always wanted to be a snake catcher. It just seems like such a fun job. I have so many questions, and I'm so excited to just have a chat. She's gonna be joining soon. I bet Omnomlete has some questions too. Cutie. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Well, it's so nice to meet you. Did I come up to you at the reptile show?
I think I met you at the 2025 Reptile Expo. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I love how you know that. I'm so sorry that I didn't talk to you for so long.
No.
I remember Ella told me though that you gave her an enclosure, which is so nice.
Yeah, oh my God, we had so many people buy enclosures. I
Really?
think I've sold all my stock that day.
Oh, it's because your stuff's so good.
Well, do you want to tell us, how long have you been a snake catcher?
My 1 year with Sunshine Coast Snake Catchers is in like 4 days.
Okay.
But legally, I've been a snake catcher since March last year. So not
awesome.
long.
Yeah.
Not long. Yeah, it's really fresh, but I feel like I've been doing it forever.
I know, you look like a professional.
Oh, stop it.
I love your page. I watch you catch all these giant carp pythons. I'm like, oh my God, she's probably been doing this since she was like born.
No. Literally, I haven't. You just have to like fake the confidence.
Yeah.
No,
Fake it till you make it.
No, literally. It's honestly, it's pretty quick to go confidence with it because technically I'm catching at least like 8 a day personally, like not through winter obviously, but
oh my God.
yeah, and
How
that's
many days
like
a week
all
do you
different
work?
species. So I work 24/5. So I work Tuesday through to Saturday.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that's right.
So what's
Like 24 hours every day.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's like the latest you've gotten called up to do a call? Like 2 a.m.?
Oh yeah. If we're talking lateness, I go all the way to like 5 a.m.
Oh my, do you sleep?
No. Winter is like where I like really try and get that sleep in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I've only gone through one season so far, obviously. One crazy breeding everything season. And that was not like as bad as people were saying that I have to prepare for. But I don't know, like I feel like we've been so busy this winter. Like we had a day a couple weeks ago and we had like 29 jobs in one day.
Oh
and
my
it was a
God.
winter day. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I feel like this season is going to go off.
Yeah.
It's going to go crazy.
How many snakes do you catch in like a week in the breeding season, like the peak seasons?
At the business or me personally?
You personally.
Probably maybe around like 40, 45.
What?
I don't know. Like it's so random because like some days I'll do 9, some days I'll do 4.
Yeah.
Like it depends on the area because so I live in North Brisbane. So I do like the surrounding suburbs like Caboolture, North Lakes, Burpengary, Narangba, all of that stuff. And Caboolture is snake haven.
Oh my God. I hardly see any snakes. I hate it.
Neither do I. Like they never come to my house.
I know. I've seen like maybe 3 and we live on like an acre we live in near Mudgerbus. We live like in the mountains.
And you just don't get any. Well, to be honest, they've just adapted so well to suburbia that they're all mainly in suburbia. It's more common for me to go to like a built-up townhouse than it is for me to go to somewhere in acreage.
Oh my God. It's no fair. I
know.
People saying, oh my God, I saw my 5th carpet python this week. And I'm like, I haven't seen one since 2019.
Yeah, I've never had one here. And I catch browns, everything all around like where I live.
Yeah.
And it's like, when's it going to be my turn?
I know. It's so fair.
It's such a good job though. Like you're meeting so many new people. I get to educate people like every single day. Because like usually when you rock up to the house, people are like so on edge. They're like, oh my God. Like, and then they watch me and I'm just like, oh, you beautiful thing. And I'm picking it up and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that big and scary. Like it's not an evil little thing. Like I can just pick it up and and they get to see like a different perspective. So it's pretty cool.
I know there's so much unnecessary fear and misinformation when it comes to reptiles.
Oh, it's insane. I didn't even know. But then again, like I've learned so much from this job. Like there's myths that I believed before I got this job and I'm like, oh. yeah, it's crazy.
Like
But
what?
no,
What have
yeah.
you learned?
I've learned that, well, a lot of people think the juvenile elapids are more venomous or can't control their venom.
Yeah.
But
so
that's not
fake.
necessary. Yeah, it's like not necessarily true. They're just more likely to envenomate because they're more scared because they're literally this big and they don't have as much experience as a 10-year-old Eastern Brown would.
Yeah.
That's dealt with many people. You know what I mean?
Like when we have clutches of children's pythons, every single one will try to eat you, try to attack you, and then as soon as they get older, they get calmer. So it's just initially they're out of their egg and they're like, oh my god, everything wants to eat me. And then eventually they go, oh, this is chill.
Yeah, literally, they can be psycho when they're younger.
Yeah.
But
they're so crazy.
Honestly, I would rather like catch a 7-foot brown snake than like a hatchy brown. It's so much riskier.
When did you get into the industry?
So I opened my own business with my dad in March last year.
Okay.
I did my courses through Australian Wildlife Encounters.
Oh yeah, I did mine through there too. I did
you did it too.
snake handling.
They're the best. They are so good. I've done it like 3 times.
The taipans are so crazy.
Really? They were so chill for me.
Oh, we got every single one of them was like trying to run away, striking, trying to eat our feet. He even put the venomous snakes in between the chairs so that we had to get them out of the chairs.
Of course he did.
I was like, this is no fair. So what's like the craziest snake you've encountered that it's like, oh my god, I cannot catch this, or it took you like an hour to?
Believe it or not, carpet python.
Really?
Because they, like, I was at a job for, I think, like an hour and a half once. It was in like a garage roller door.
Yeah.
And it was probably like a 2 meter, 2.5 meter python. Nice, thick, healthy thing.
Yeah.
And trying to coerce that snake out of the roller door.
Oh my god.
Literally the most difficult thing I've ever done. I was like, far out. Why can't this just be a brown snake on the ground?
I know, because they grab everything and they will not let go. They're like a baby's hand.
Yeah. So I was, literally, I was poking and prodding everything. I was blowing air like with a blower into there. We even put a hose in there just to try and flood it out. And like an hour and a half later, there was all the neighbors on the street were watching me, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I just need to get this thing. I did get it in the end. But it's so crazy. You'd think that the hardest job would be to do with a venomous snake, but it's always pythons. They just hold on to anything.
Yeah, they just hold on
because
to
their bodies are so long. So if I've got because I don't like head grabbing, like I'll only do that in like a situation where I really, really have to. It's my last option.
Yeah.
So usually I'm trying to, I'm holding the middle of their body. I don't like holding them by the tail either. So middle of their body with a carpet python. And then they've got the ability to use their tail or their neck to wrap around anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh. But no, they're pretty good, but not when they're in a tree. Did you originally want to be a snake catcher? Is that why you did the course?
Well, I've always kind of wanted to be a snake catcher. I just haven't gotten around to getting my DMP.
You did tell me that.
I did it because I just wanted more experience. I've never handled a venomous snake. I've never done anything with them. So I was like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
So I did the day course and I loved it. It was so awesome.
Oh, it's good experience, even if you don't end up being a snake catcher. It's like, I've like handled the most venomous snakes in the world.
Yeah, it seems like such a fun job. I'd love to do that.
Yeah. Well, next time we're hiring.
Yeah. You guys are so far. I'll cover the Gold Coast area for you.
True. I think there was one point where Stu was like, oh, should we do Gold Coast as well? But yeah, we it's a lot, even covering Brisbane, South Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Noosa. We even do Gympie sometimes too.
Oh my God.
It's like some days we could have 4 jobs, like as a whole business, and then some days we can have 36.
So how much do you guys charge for like a call out? Does it depend on where the location is, or is it a flat fee?
So we do have like a standard fee, but obviously it can differ, like depending on if we need to get in the roof, if we need to drive an hour, which is very rare. If we need to do, say they live on half an acre and they want the entire half acre inspected and it's just trees, everything. It's like, we do have to cover a little bit more time, but just like a standard flat call out fee is $150.
That's not bad for for the amount of effort that goes into it and the amount of
like there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Like when you think about, it's usually anywhere from a 5 to 30 minute drive to the job. And then obviously our insurances and our training and our skills going into catching it. And then obviously we don't just leave and then that's it. We've got to go relocate the snake, got to find a good spot for it. Like I'm at least like using like 10 minutes of my time to find like the perfect spot for the species. And like I know like to members of the public, like you'd think that it would be a free service since they're protected animals, but it's not. So I've got to earn my wage somehow.
I know, like I see even like wildlife carers or what are they called? Like
the rescue teams?
Yeah, the rescue teams. They do it completely volunteer.
I know.
How on earth do people make a living?
I ask them that because obviously we work really closely with them.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, how are you doing this? And a lot of the time they are either retired or they are a little bit older and, you know, they've worked for a long time and they just want to do this for a little bit. Or some of them do it for a couple of days and then have another job. But I'm like, you are an amazing person to be doing this completely free of charge.
Like tens of hours a week of just free labor.
At any time of the night. Like, it's insane. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, also we do charge more at nighttime.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah.
I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. unless I'm getting more money.
Literally. And it is like, I totally understand the perspective of like, why do we have to pay if they're protected? And I'm like, I get you, but like reality, like the council's not going to pay for it. So we have to get our wage somehow.
Yeah.
So, and that's how we do it. And all the expenses that go into the 150 is not just a number that comes out of nowhere. Like we've calculated everything that we need to charge for. And then, you know, obviously there's more. If we get into a roof, we're up there for say 40 minutes checking under all the insulation, everything. It's like, there's a lot into it.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy videos of snake catchers having to like rip down walls and drill in through drywall and for like 2 hours. I'm like, oh my God. First of all, you gotta deconstruct the place. You gotta find the snake, and then you probably have to reconstruct it.
Yeah, literally. Don't get me started on finding a hatchling tree snake in someone's house.
Oh my God. They're so small. They get into everywhere.
I know. I'm like, please just let it live with you. Please. It'll be nice, I promise. But honestly, most of the time people are fine with once they figure out the species.
Yeah.
People don't really mind. It's like just a tree snake. And I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah, I have a neighbor. He has a carpet python who's lived in his roof for probably about 3 years. And it's had babies in there. And he had a carpet python too, so he's like he loves snakes. But it's awesome because they get to stay warm.
Did the babies hatch in the roof?
Yeah.
It
must have been so warm because, well, at least we think it's her babies because he never goes up there. But there's
gonna be someone's babies.
There was a big carpet python that he saw a couple years. He keeps seeing it recurringly, and then he found like 3 hatchlings coming out of the roof, and they were the same species. So we think that it's that.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. I always, you know what? I kind of want to get in my roof and see if I have any snakes over there. I've never really thought about it.
You should relocate some snakes into the roof. How do you know where to relocate the snakes? How do you decide on that?
So usually their home range is within the same suburb.
Yeah.
Obviously that can depend. Like say if I'm in the middle of the city, which is rare, by the way. It's hard to find reserves, but basically after I say goodbye to the customer, I'll just drive around the corner, and then I'll just look on my Google Maps and have a look where the closest reserve is. I don't like to drive for longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It needs, like, that's my personal thing. I need it to be within a 5-minute drive so that it is within that home range, but I also need to make sure there's a water source. There's, like, thick scrub because I don't want, there's predators, whatever. And enough bush that it's not too close to someone's house. So yeah, I kind of just, obviously with a keelback, I'll take it to a lake or something like that.
Yeah.
With an eastern brown, I'll take it deep into a reserve. With like a red belly, I'll try and find like a swampy area. But obviously not every suburb has that kind of thing. So I just gotta, everything's different. I just gotta go on Google Maps and see what I can find.
Yeah, because I know there's been some studies on, like, the farther you relocate the snake, the higher the mortality rate is, because they're not used to that environment, new prey items, new predators.
Yeah, and they're so disorientated. So, yeah, we have to be so, so careful.
Yeah, we definitely need more information and literature in the reptile sector. It's
Oh,
so much understudied, so little knowledge.
yeah.
I've seen some people on Old Coach Road. It's near, I think it's near Reedy Creek, and it's a beautiful road with like thick bush on both sides, and I always see cars parked on the side in this little area, and they have a snake catching bag and a hook, and I'm like, I know what you're doing.
Literally, I know sometimes I try and be so discreet. I've had some experiences where I've been yelled at by members of the public because I'm releasing a snake and it's my fault that chickens die and
oh my God,
guinea pigs die, and I'm like, make your guinea pig cage snake proof, please.
Yeah,
That's not my fault.
It's not the snake's fault. They're just trying to eat.
They don't discriminate. They don't know that that's your pet guinea pig compared to like some wild rat. They don't know the difference.
I know. And it's so sad that like I've seen so many people go out of their way to kill the snake because they think they're bad or they think they're gonna poison them. And have you ever had to talk to a client or not relocate, get rid of a passed away snake because they killed it?
I've been to jobs where I'm like, that's a strange looking, fresh, shovel mark looking injury.
My God.
And you kind of go, oh, like what happened there? And they're like, I don't know. And it's like, I can't judge because that actually might not have been them.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like, so why'd you hurt it and then call us? Like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like,
yeah.
But it's good that they call us, but a lot of the time the snake then has to be euthanized anyways.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we do have to have conversations with people specifically over the phone once we tell them that we do charge a call out fee. That's when they go, oh, I'm just going to kill it instead. And it's
oh my God.
Yeah, it's being on the phones can be tough. And that's why I give Ella praise because she does the phones almost 5 days a week. Yeah. And some of the people that we have to talk to can be challenging.
I can't imagine, like, why? What's the point? Why would you do that?
It's just because they're not educated. That's literally all it is.
Fear is very strong.
And it's taught. I used to talk to the kids so much about snakes and they would just be in awe. But then some kids would be like, oh, well, my mum hates them and she said that you should hurt them or kill them and they're scary. Have you seen that photo of my snake bite on my eye?
No.
So it was literally in my first month of snake catching. How embarrassing. So the snake was on the roof and I didn't know where on the roof. So I just set my ladder up and I was just climbing up to pop my head over and see where I can get up on the roof. And obviously its head was right where my head was. Yeah. And then it was like head up and then it was bang. And it latched on, top jaw went that way, bottom jaw that way. So it was like this.
Oh my God.
It actually hung on to me. Like it didn't, obviously it was defensive. Like I would have scared the heck out of this snake.
Yeah.
It scared the heck out of me too. And this is so TMI, but there was like just blood just like dripping off my face. God. And I hopped down the ladder with the snake on me and I unlatched its teeth from my face.
Oh my God.
Put it in the bag. Wrap the bag up. A tooth actually scraped in my eye, so I've got permanent vision damage.
Oh no!
I know. It's like a souvenir.
Is it bad? Like, are you like?
It's not
blurry,
like it's just like
or?
Yeah, it's just like blurry. It's not like blurry, but it's not clear. The worst thing was when I got bitten on the face. There was a little boy watching, and he ran away screaming, going,
"Oh no!
I hate snakes!" Oh. And I was like, oh my God, I hate my life. I'm quitting my job right now.
Have you ever gotten bitten by a venomous snake?
Yeah. So my only venomous snake bite happened like last month.
I saw it on your story. That's
the
why
yellow face whip snake.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that was spicy. Okay, so I've always been told like they're mildly venomous, like their bites are just like a bee sting or a green ant bite, like it's no big deal, like it's fine. So I became really complacent with them. The story was the snake was kind of half crushed under a garbage bin.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, you poor thing. And I was all gentle with it. And I didn't tail it because I didn't want to break its spine more. So I picked it up mid-body.
Yeah.
Dumb. And it just swung around and got me right in this tender bit right here. And it actually double I don't know if it double envenomated me, but it bit down twice. It like chewed on me.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool. And I don't know if customers saw, but I played it off so well. I was like, oh, you silly little thing. And then I put it in the car. I got payment while I'm in so much pain, but I just like played it off so cool. I think. I don't know. And then I rang my boss and I was like, hey, so I've just been bitten by like a whip snake. What do I do?
Oh my God.
And he goes, oh, okay. How do you feel? And I was like, yeah, like I'm fine. Like I was feeling all right. And then like within seconds, obviously it started swelling and the pain was like, oh my gosh, the pain was insane. And then I literally start crying and I was like, I'm freaking out. And I was freaking out because I was like, what if I have an anaphylactic reaction? Because I've never been stung by a bee or a wasp. So I don't know if I've got like, any allergies. And then my boss was like, oh, just call an ambulance. And I was like, no, that's so embarrassing. So I drove myself to the hospital.
Oh my God.
And then I walk in and I was like, hey, it's okay, but I got bitten by a snake.
Sorry to bother you. I'm just dying.
No, but literally, like, I didn't want to be an inconvenience because, like, people have real problems. And then I was just like, it's okay. Like, it's not urgent, but, like, I'm in a lot of pain. Anyways, they ended up putting me on fentanyl and endone.
Oh my God.
And, it was the best day of my life. Yeah, I stayed in the hospital for 14 hours because legally they have to keep you there.
Yeah.
No matter what the snake is.
Did you just get pain relief or did you get antivenin?
Just pain relief.
Yeah.
I think I would have refused antivenom unless I had a really, really, really bad reaction.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want that stuff in my body unless it's necessary because it's a pretty heavy drug.
From my understanding, because I remember at Australian Wildlife Encounters, they were telling us how it works. Basically, they inject the venom into horses and they remove the antibodies from them, purify them, and then put them back into the human
cool is
that's
that?
like dying.
Yeah, we actually send down eastern brown snakes to the
Australian Wildlife Park?
Yes.
Yeah.
We sent eastern browns down to them so they could create antivenom.
Why did you decide to be a snake catcher? What sparked your interest?
I did a reptile zoology, like just a certificate online when I was like 15 or something. No, I was not 15. I was 18. Mm-hmm. So originally I just liked animals in general and I did a volunteer thing at Australia Zoo. Mm-hmm. And then I think just watching videos and stuff and I don't know, being online, I started liking reptiles more. And then I did that reptile zoology course. Mm-hmm. And then one of my family friends has his own snake catching business. So I just like randomly had a chat with him one day. And then I just decided, well, I'm going to be a snake catcher. And he did tell me like it is such a hard industry to be successful. And it is because you have to build up such a good reputation.
Yeah.
And there's so much competition. But I managed to get a role with like the alpha of snake catching in Sunshine Coast.
Have you ever had any clients ask how do you deter snakes?
Yeah, yes, that's one of like the biggest questions. And the simple answer is you can't guarantee that you're going to keep them away, but you can kind of deter them by mowing your lawn.
Yeah.
Keeping the garden as clear as possible so it's not just insane bush with weeds and everything. People with ponds, that tends to bring in snakes as well. Like I've literally had a lady, she was like, why did the snake come here? And it was a keelback. And she had this like beautiful little pond. And I said, oh, like they are like a semi-aquatic species. So it's possibly because of that and might have been frogs and stuff. She literally walked over, picked up the pond and tipped it out. She goes, I don't want this pond anymore.
She's like, I don't want snakes anymore.
Yeah, I was like, girl, okay, sorry. We've actually had not quite a few, there's been like 2, of instances where people are seeing snakes breeding already, like in the last month. It was like 9 degrees.
It's freezing.
Like, Queen, what are you doing? Like, why are you having babies?
Have you ever had to relocate a female with her eggs or with her hatchlings?
When we go to someone's house and there's a mum on her eggs, we can't relocate her with her eggs.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I would think so.
And it sucks, but the truth is, if we do that, she's going to hop right off her eggs, they're going to be abandoned, they're going to die. That's not the spot she chose. that's not the same, exact environment and heat and everything that she chose to lay on her eggs. So she's going to
Yeah.
want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it hasn't worked out in the past. So we take them up to the wildlife hospital, they incubate them, and then we will go and release them where we released mum. We'll post about it and try and explain why we have to take the eggs to the hospital and, not relocate them with the mum. But a lot of people will be like, no, that's so cruel. Like, why would you do that? But it's also cruel just leaving them to die.
Yeah.
And not every customer is going to put a fence around where the carpet python is and let it. Like, some people have phobias. Some people have free roaming cats. We can't control that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So we
gotta
can't
work
control
with what you
everything.
got.
Literally, like, we just have to do the best that we can with the situation. And sometimes that means taking the mama from her eggs.
What happens if you find an injured snake, like you were explaining before with the one that looked like a possible shovel injury? Do you have to, are you legally allowed to move them, or do you have to call a wildlife care for that?
No, we can take them. Yeah.
Okay.
We take them straight to the wildlife hospital.
Yeah.
Or we meet up with the rescue team. We can take any, like, we do birds, possums, turkeys, everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are some, obviously you're a snake catcher, but like you don't just catch snakes.
Yeah, so I catch possums, which I don't love. Possums are kind of terrifying. They're beautiful. They're so cute, but they are so scary.
They're so mean.
Oh my gosh. They growl and they hiss and their teeth are like human teeth. It's so scary. But yeah, I relocate so many possums, but they're a bit different because you have to relocate them within legally 30 to 40 meters, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little bit tricky in suburbia because then they'll just come right back. So we have to kind of see where they get, because they're usually in the roof. So we have to see where they're getting in and then get the customer block that up, and then we relocate the possum usually in the backyard.
Yeah. What is the process of getting your legal licensing, like your DMP for being a snake catcher, and what can you do?
I literally just went onto the government website, just filled out the DMP form.
Application.
Yeah, the application. You put in a couple references and I got it within 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's kind of scary to me because that means that anyone can just get it like that.
So you can work with any native wildlife then? Yeah,
I'm pretty certain. Stu holds all of the, because I had my own, but now I'm under all of Stu's permits.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually completely sure about, because we do turkeys as well. I'm not completely sure about the turkeys and the possums, if they're separate or not.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, but damage mitigation permit, it can't just be just snakes. Pretty sure it's all of the native wildlife.
I think it is too, yeah. I think it covers more animals.
Yeah, but so we do turkeys too, which the brush turkeys, which is so weird because I literally thought they were a pest, but they're not. They're protected.
Yeah.
And I love them now, but they're so cheeky.
They're so cute. I love the baby ones. We have a couple babies around our house, and they always come into our gardens near our kitchen, and they peck at my monstera.
Oh my God,
fruit.
Stop. That's so cute. Have you had any males build a nest in your yard yet?
I think we have 2 nests down in our forest because we have a creek and a forest at the bottom of our property.
And you don't have snakes?
None. I've seen 1 snake on our property. We've had this property for 10 years. I've seen 1 snake, and it was before we even moved here. Because we came to visit. It was the eastern brown snake. Yeah. And I've never seen 1 since.
That sucks.
I've seen 2 dead common tree snakes on our road, right in front of our driveway. But besides that, and they were both blue phase.
Oh, stop it! I love them. I actually catch so many of them.
Really?
Yeah, so many.
Are they pretty common?
No, I don't know why I catch so many. I've probably caught at least 10.
Wow.
In the last year. So.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, that doesn't sound like many, but when some people have never caught them before.
Yeah, so. I've never seen one besides the 2 dead ones that I found.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
I know.
Yeah, you should have seen more roadkill.
Oh my God. I remember I saw common tree snakes are so I see them as roadkill so commonly. Yeah. So I saw 2 blue ones in front of my driveway. Just a little bit up my road a couple months later, I found just a regular green one. And then we went driving down another road, and I found another 2 that were 100 meters from each other.
Damn. Some of the calls we go out to are just absolutely insane. Some of them can be a little bit risky too. Some interesting people out there.
Really? Do you want to share a story?
Yeah. Recently, it wasn't me, it's another catcher.
All right.
He went to a job where this guy said that there was 15 different species of snakes in his yard. And he sent us a photo and there was nothing in his yard. So I think he might have, is it schizophrenia possibly?
Like some sort of hallucination.
Yeah, something like that. And it's so scary because from this customer's perspective, he's genuinely seeing things and he's genuinely so scared. But from us, our catcher was there and he was like,
there's nothing here.
Like, and the guy's like, pick it up. It's right there. Like, please, like, I want it gone. He was like, oh, he's like, mate, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm so sorry, but there's actually nothing here. Like, Glenn did a full search of the yard and everything. And it did get a little bit dangerous. Like, the guy got very frustrated. And I mean, like, I get it from his perspective. He obviously has some mental illness and it was really scary what he was seeing. And he wasn't getting the help that he thought he needed, but we couldn't give him that kind of help. And apparently, like, you know, the ambulance had been there a few times as well. So it was like a proper thing. Like the neighbors came over and everything, but it got a little bit dangerous for Glenn. He had to get out of the situation. So yeah, there was that. And then last week, one of our catchers went to a job and the customer didn't want to pay and they kind of cornered her in the kitchen. So we were like, get out. Don't even worry about payment. Like, just get out of the house. It's kind of scary because I'm like 5'4" and I really don't want to be murdered. So we've had people request a female snake catcher and we're like, no, we block their number. Like, that's so weird. Actually, this is like the polar opposite. One of our male catchers answered the phone. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, that's okay. Summer will be there soon. And he goes, Summer, like a girl. And our catcher was like, yeah. And he was like, no, you can't send a woman here. I need a man. And our catcher was like, no, like, she's the closest to you. Everyone else is busy. Like, it's going to be Summer. You don't really get to choose what gender you get. Like, even if a plumber or electrician, anyone comes in. I ended up going to this job with this guy that did not want me there. And it ended up being because of his culture, but I'm not going to talk about that. And I caught the snake and because I didn't know that he didn't want me there until afterwards when the catcher told me. He was like, he really didn't want you there. He wanted a male because he doesn't believe that females should be working. Yeah. And I was like, well, I slayed it. And it was a blue-faced tree snake.
Yay! Do you guys do anything else besides animal catching? Like, do you do like education events or things like that?
Good thing you asked that. Well, I haven't done it personally yet, but Stu does it. So we do like, we'll go to like daycares or this is so funny to watch. We'll go to like daycares or aged cares or schools or whatever and do like educational safety first aid talks to all. Oh my God, I'm actually writing a children's book at the moment. No, 2 children's books at the moment.
Are you?
So that we can like read them at the daycares and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Are they going to be about snakes?
Yeah. They're going to be about scrub turkeys. No, they're going to be about snakes. Like really simple, like for really young kids. Yeah. Really like basic, but they're getting illustrated at the moment and I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
So excited.
We need more resources out there like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, like in the children's books, like you wouldn't even realize that it's educating you when you're reading it, but it is like it's about real world things. You'd be like, oh, damn. Okay. But yeah, I'm so excited for that.
3 butcher birds stalking me right now.
They're evil.
Right outside my door. They're trying to eat Omnomlete.
My blue-tongued lizard has been staring into my soul this entire time.
He's having a conversation with Omnomlete.
Lick it. Or he just hissed. He said, I do not want to be on this podcast.
The butcher bird came in my room.
Oh my God, stop it. I'm so scared of birds. Hi. What are you going to do? Are you safe?
I'm safe. There was a kookaburra out there too. He was totally trying to get in and eat Omnomlete. Do you get a lot of blue tongues when you catch animals?
So many blue tongues. Sorry, that was so funny. Yeah, we get so many and people think that they're snakes because they just see, obviously they don't really see the legs when they're in the script. Can you behave so I can To be fair, like they look like pythons if you just
Yeah.
like see that. Sorry. But yeah, we catch so many, but we do rescue a lot that have been injured because they're not the quickest of lizards. So we catch a lot that have been injured by dogs and cats.
Do you get a lot of casualties?
My first ever eastern brown I caught was dead, so that made it easier. I'm just kidding. That was really sad. I'm just joking. That was a really dark joke. But yeah, we do get a lot of injured ones, but it's probably like 30% maybe.
So when you're catching snakes, what is the most common environment that you find them in? Or any reptile, really?
Like, to do with where in the house or what kind of area?
What kind of area? Like, do you think you catch most animals from suburban areas?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like built up.
Yeah.
Yeah, built up suburban areas. Lots of townhouses or just like regular suburban areas. But I don't often go to like acreage. And if I do, it's usually because the carpet pythons sniffed out their pet chook.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, I mean, if you live on acreage, you probably would expect to have snakes. So that's probably why they don't call, because they don't really care. Yeah. Or they relocate them themselves.
Or they don't get any, like me.
Illegal. Or they don't get any like you.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of people illegally relocating them?
Yeah, so many. We get but a lot of the time we try and talk to them though over the phone beforehand, because they hear the price and they're like, oh, I can just do it myself. And it's like, I get it though, because it's like, if it's just a carpet python, it's like, oh, you want to do it yourself. But we aren't allowed to be like, yeah, do it yourself. Like it is the law that they're native. You do have to have permits to be able to relocate them. Yeah. So obviously we've got to enforce that. But at the end of the day, we can't control what some stranger does. Yeah. And we can only do so much. We've had instances where, you know, they've gotten frustrated, or there's actually been someone that has killed the snake while on the phone, like while we're on the phone. Ella took the call. She heard the shovel go ding on the concrete ground, but we can't do anything. Like for the Department of Environment and Science to actually be able to fine people, they need full evidence. They need videos. They need everything. It can't just be us telling them. Yeah. Because we've tried.
And it's a hefty fine. It's a hefty fine if you do get found guilty.
Yeah. We've really tried to like there's some situations where we can obviously see different perspectives, but then there's other situations and it's like, you just killed that snake just because you thought it was funny. Or yeah. And we don't have evidence. We don't have anything. Yeah. So we can't really do anything. Hopefully, like with all this social media, people are able to learn more and learn maybe to coexist rather than killing them for no reason just because they're scared of them. They don't want anything to do with us. Like we are like 10 times the size of them. Yeah. Why would they want to come toward us? That is what I want to talk about, actually. Snakes don't chase people. Yeah. They don't chase people, because why would they want to chase something 20 times the size of them that could kill them with one stomp of a foot? Like if a snake's coming towards you, it's a defensive mechanism. Like we've got I don't know if you've seen the really cool video of an eastern brown that we have, and it's stood up, S position.
Oh, yep.
And Stu's showing you, he's like, the reason this snake is coming towards the bag is because they are movement orientated. I'm moving the bag. It's a threat. Yeah. And then he stops moving the bag, and the snake just slithers right past his foot into the bush. It doesn't care about him. It doesn't chase him. Like they're just literally trying to defend themselves. Yeah. That's one of the biggest things.
If they're being cornered, then they're going to go straight at the person cornering them, of course.
Where else are they going to go? They're also really inquisitive. If they feel the vibration of something, they're going to go check it out. It could be something for them to eat. So they're going to go and, you know, it might be a possum. So they're going to go over and have a look at it. And you're like, oh, a snake's coming towards me. But it's like, no, this snake's actually just sussing out what the heck you're doing.
Yeah. I remember when I was younger, I was near Heinz Dam, and I was walking on the path, and there was a giant eastern brown snake. Oh my God, he was gorgeous. He had like the orange speckled belly, and he was in the grass on the side, and I was walking past, but I was waiting for somebody, so I kept walking back and forth. So I was unknowingly aggravating him, and eventually I stood still at where he was, and like half of his body was upright hissing at me, and he was coming towards me on the path, because I was unknowingly aggravating them. He was probably just sleeping there. I'm like stomping back and
He's
forth.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah
So it's not like chasing, it's defending themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like you would have walked past and walking in opposite direction and he would have been coming after you. It's not like that. Like that's what chasing is. But anyways, that's probably
it's not logical. It doesn't make sense for an animal to do that.
No, that's one of the biggest things that we get asked or people say to us, and it's so hard to explain, but I always show them that video that Stu took because it shows it so perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's always Eastern Brown. What is he doing?
He's stuck in my headphones.
That's so cute.
Do you go herping much?
No, I've never been. I've never been herping before properly.
Yeah.
Do you?
I suck at it. I've tried so many times. I cannot find anything. What's the most common species that you catch?
We get a lot of calls for green tree snakes, but we can usually talk people out of that.
Yeah.
Or by the time we get there, it's gone because it's a green tree snake.
Yeah. It's the most common venomous snake. Eastern browns, probably.
Depends what time of year. Like this time of year, probably. Wait, highly venomous? If we're talking mildly venomous, then like yellow-faced whip snake.
Yeah.
Highly venomous this time of year would go with red belly, and then probably pretty even with red belly and brown in the middle of like the season, snake season.
What's the most like challenging or hardest thing you had to learn when it comes to snake catching, like the technique or something?
Probably to do with mainly with like big elapids is that if you are calm and still, they're generally not going to fling themselves around.
Yeah.
Like there's one of my first videos, and even though I was taught not to do this, I did it in the moment just because whatever, I don't know.
Felt right.
I was kind of like holding its tail and I was shaking it to try and not get it to come up to me.
Yeah.
But oh my God, if you're going to shake a snake, it's going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So that was probably one of the biggest challenges was like in the moment, actually think and just take a breath, hold the snake, watch its head, don't shake it around.
Yeah.
And put it in the bag. So I think the hardest thing was actually in the moment, practicing the technique that Max and Lockie taught me.
Yeah.
Like to actually do the technique in the moment in front of a customer when you're on the spot is way trickier than like people. And it's like some customers will be like, oh, is that all I had to do? And I'm like, I promise you it's not that simple.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was probably one of my biggest challenges. But I think I'm definitely, it's more like, it's kind of muscle memory now. So, but I'm still trying not to get complacent. Like I will always remember that this animal is unpredictable and scared, and I need to be watching it at all time.
Yeah.
Look at this dude.
Oh. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
And I really hope my phone doesn't go flat in the next 5 seconds. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.